Russo. I am so excited that you are joining us today. You can't even imagine.
I'm so excited.
So, I know it's funny because you're looking at Facebook and then you've got like this cute little angle on Instagram, but you can just kind of go back and forth.
I hope that's your side because it looks like it's
I'll
your
just
side.
give a little. It's not bad. No. Yeah. It's actually funny to look at yourself on like the corner. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. It's great. This is good.
Yes.
I have to give a quick shout out to the parlor in Framingham. I was kind of rushing around today trying to get emails done. I do not have a stitch of makeup on today, but they tinted my eyebrows recently, and I'm like, oh my god, well, I can get away with this. No
You
mascara,
definitely can.
nothing.
It looks
I'm
so
doing
good.
it. Oh, sorry, I'm throwing things around. I'm easily excitable.
That's why we like her.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we're so excited to have you on. Dawn, tell us like your name and your title, who you are.
Yeah, so I am Dawn Del Russo. I am an on-air TV fashion and style expert. I've been doing it for, oh my God, almost 10 years. So it's been a journey for sure. I actually started with a brick and mortar boutique, and from there it evolved into all the TV stuff. So it's been really exciting. I can't say it was a direct path at all. It was certainly very windy getting here, but it's been fun.
So Dustin was just saying there's a little echo on Instagram, so we're going to try to figure that out, but it's only the headphones that do that.
Just so that or if Dawn, you could turn the volume of your computer that's just playing out loud right now as low as possible.
How's that? Is that better?
We'll go chat, but we'll keep going. And so did you say you had a brick and mortar?
I did. I had a brick and mortar boutique for about 8 years, and that's kind of how it evolved.
You look 21, by the way. So did you start your boutique when you were 12?
Thank you. I started when I was 24.
Wow.
So
Carol?
I know I shouldn't say, but I just turned 41.
Oh my.
Carol let me know
no
on that info, and I thought you were younger than me.
I honestly, honest to God, hand to God, I thought you were 28.
Oh my God, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's so amazing. Age is just a number anyway. We know that.
But it totally is.
Wow, Dawn.
So the first question, is there like a number one beauty regimen that you stick with to get this looking as good as it does?
Okay. So I don't know. I definitely do not have the answers, but I will say that there's two things that I've kind of always done, so maybe they help. And it's kind of strange, but I use vitamin E oil like after I clean my face. I just put straight vitamin E. It's weird to put oil on, but once your skin kind of gets used to it. So I've been doing that for years. And I think, honestly, I really think that, your lifestyle matters, and trying to be I don't know. I can't say that I don't have stress, but I feel like I really work on that. And so that's always been a big thing, like that. But I also don't have kids, so I really think that plays a part.
That does play a hand in it.
Not that I don't want them. I just didn't. And everybody I talk to, I'm like, you guys.
You still could. Just saying.
It's easy. It's a little easier when you're not up at 5 o'clock in the morning. And
yeah.
Right. So,
but you also eat very clean. I see you on Instagram, and I love watching your stories and everything, because it's always like sweet potato and salad and a protein. You do eat meat. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm big on that. I love going out to eat, but knowing what goes in the food when you're out to eat, I really, really try to focus on, when I'm home, eating better. I can't say that all the time I'm not eating, I won't have a chocolate chip cookie or something like that, but I definitely try to balance it.
Yeah.
I grew up in an Italian family, so that's always a challenge.
Yeah, absolutely. So that being said, and I know this is a stereotype, but do you eat pasta? Do you eat any traditional? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I only have pasta like one day a week usually. It's on Sunday. Typical. I would
Yeah.
love to have it like more days of the week. If I could, I would love it. It would be amazing. I just kind of have that in the back of my head that like if I want to have like that nice big bowl of pasta or whatever, I try to keep it to the weekend. So, but I don't try to
Absolutely.
restrict either too much. I feel like I'm not a big snacker, so that I feel like plays a role in everything. Is like I literally have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then that's it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. We have a bunch of questions for you. And I'm looking at comments. We've got Nicole, Ashley, and John Green, and Carol, Shelley Stahl, Donna Turcott, Linda Burt, Stephanie
Aw.
Richardson. We've got all these wonderful Dune like family members tuning in.
I
So
love it.
I'm going to say now, Dawn is a style expert, but she's also very healthy with eating. So if any of you have any questions for her, colors that you pair with each other, what are the best
Yeah.
colors? What about mixed metals? Anything that you're thinking about, definitely throw the comments on Facebook. But Lauren, I know, is chomping at the bit. She has a lot of questions.
I do have a lot of questions, but this is one that I'm going to ask you to repeat several times. So we only have a short amount of time with you today. If people want to follow you, check out your blog, where can they find you?
So the best place to find me, and honestly, I tell everybody this, is on Instagram at Dawn Del Russo. I always check my DMs. Some people are like, how are you always on? But it's like always there. As soon as it comes up, I'm checking them. That's the easiest. Facebook, you can find me at Dawn Del Russo too. And my blog is livetheglamour.com. So that's where I post recipes, workouts, obviously fashion, favorite things over there, a lot of beauty products that I use. I'm really big on so I don't do any like negative stuff. I'm not like, if I hate something, I just won't talk about it. So you won't see a lot of that. And I also never, nothing I talk about is like paid for or because someone like sent it and I feel like I have to talk about it. I like to put it on my blog because it really is something that I use all the time or I wear all the time. And it's something that it's me. So it's like, it's funny because people will see me, friends will be out or I'll meet someone out and they're like, oh my God, you're actually wearing what you just talked about last week. And I'm like, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I love it.
But that's such a good point because these days there are a lot of influencers that are just paid to say something nice, right?
Yeah.
And I understand you're more of a professional stylist and lifestyle guru. So that it makes sense. You have to be authentic. And because then what about your fans? They decide to buy something you're talking about, and then they're like, what the hell? This is crap. And then they're looking at you like, thanks, Dawn. Yeah.
Yeah. It's so, and it's just, I like, that's why for me, the blog is so specific to who I am. And I always tell people, I'm like, go there if you really want to know. Cause if I posted it, I probably either just cooked it a day or two ago. I just wore it. You'll see it. Most of my Instagram pictures are literally like what I'm wearing. My picture is that day. And you'll see it in my stories. So if I post a picture of an outfit, most likely my stories, I'm talking in that outfit.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Thanks.
Peek over at Instagram and give everyone a wave.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
No,
Like,
no, it's good. It's good. John Green, and then we'll get to Lauren's question. That's so funny. John Green wants to know what your favorite pasta is.
like style of pasta or pasta dish?
I don't know. Probably both.
So I love orecchiette. They're my favorite. And I honestly, when I make them, I always have them with broccoli rabe just because that's like really typical. And I love spaghetti with just a little bit of olive oil and lemon zest. It's
Oh my God,
so
that
good.
sounds so good.
Yeah.
It's really,
I
really
like
good.
that.
And it like,
Yeah.
it gets the job done for wanting like all those a lot of flavors. You sprinkle a little cheese, of course. But it like kind of hits everything. And a really easy, I always like to make fresh tomato sauce. So I'll buy like plum tomatoes, just saute them in a little bit of olive oil and like olive oil, basil, and salt. And they cook down so nicely in 10 minutes. And then I just throw the pasta right in there with that. So I like that too.
Oh my gosh. My mouth's watering.
Can't talk about
Yeah.
pasta. You want to eat it.
I'm
Make it.
such a pasta hound, and I've been trying to be gluten-free for a few weeks just to see if it affects me at all.
Yeah.
So I'm missing it.
Lady, you say you're a pasta hound. I eat way too much pasta, but I also, like you, just go for olive oil most of
Yeah.
the time with a bunch of seasoning rather than the heavier sauces.
It's so
Like
good.
a light.
Yeah.
It's just you get all the taste of the pasta. It's amazing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I really want.
I know. Right? Exactly.
All right, Lauren, what you got?
I got a couple of good ones. Okay. Do you have a favorite silhouette that you like to put on yourself? And how would you advise other women finding the silhouette that's perfect for them and their body type?
So I think that's very important. I do. I think what you wear and finding the clothing or the pieces that work well for your body shape is key. And it's funny because my sister jokes with me whenever we go shopping together. She's like, you always buy the same clothes. You always buy the same dresses, the same style skirts, a pair of skinny jeans. Like those are all my like kind of go-to. I would say my typical like skirt, I wear skirts a lot. It's always like an A-line skirt, a little bit more high-waisted. I love a high-waisted style. It seems to be what I go for even in shorts. And it is to me more it kind of complements most figures, that higher waist. So I always recommend that if you're wearing it. I love it. So that's what I go to most, the silhouette style. But I would say when you're looking for it, the first thing to do is to look in the mirror and see how you feel in something. If you put it on and you are like, oh, I don't like it, just because it's trending or because you saw a blogger wear it or because it's, you know, something you feel like you want to wear. Like I can't wear a jumpsuit, a long pants jumpsuit. It just, I'm 5'1", it looks terrible. It just, it looks horrible.
You're tiny.
And I love it. I have friends that are tall and they just look amazing. And I'll go out and I'm like, let me try it again. Still doesn't work.
Yeah. Yeah. But at least you keep trying. Maybe one day you're going to go, oh my God, this is the one.
Yeah. I mean, maybe I
I've been
get,
waiting.
you know, different shoes, but every time I'm just like, I don't know. So I feel like the best thing you can do is find a silhouette or a style that you like, and then look for it in different patterns. Maybe try pairing it with it. So if it's a skirt, you can pair it with different tops that might look really good, or layer a piece over something. If you like a button down all the time, that's always something nice that you can kind of mix up with your wardrobe. Throw it over a dress, wear it with jeans, put it with a skirt. So there's a lot of different options you can do with things you even already have in your closet.
Now,
Absolutely.
follow-up question, because you mentioned looking in the mirror and being like, ugh.
Ugh.
We all have those days where we try on like 10 different outfits and every single outfit is ugh.
Yes.
And now it's not necessarily the outfit, it's up here. Do you have any
100
advice for getting out of here
100%.
and realizing that outfit's good? Stop being cuckoo.
Yes. You know, I felt that's something like I always had to work on myself, because it's like no matter what, you're gonna pick little things apart about yourself. You know, if you don't like your arms certain days, or you don't like the way things look, I think you have to stop yourself. And this is kind of cliche because you've probably heard it from a million people, but like, would you talk to your friend or sister like that? And that's what I always say to myself. Like, me and my sister are so close, and I'm like, I would never walk in the room and be like, oh my God, that dress is so tight around you, you shouldn't wear it, it looks horrible. Like, I would never say that to her. I would maybe say like, let's try a different, let's put a belt on or something, you know, to solve the problem, but not criticize. So
Yeah.
I feel like that's what we have to remember ourselves in our own head, is like, why are you talking to yourself that way? And the more you do it, the less it'll happen. It feels funny to look in a mirror or to say like, oh, I feel so happy today, or I look so pretty today. I mean, I feel like as many times as I've tried that, it's so hard, but it's really important to do, because it really does over time change the way you will look at yourself.
So do you believe in saying it out loud? Like, oh my gosh, I look
Yes.
so good today.
Yes.
And
Or
just say it out
this
loud.
looks so beautiful on me. If you feel like funny complimenting yourself, like compliment the clothing or the shoes or the jewelry
that's great
on you.
advice.
So like I love the way these bracelets look on when I wear them, or, you know, these shoes always pair so well with every outfit I put on. So it's like taking it away from you, but still like a positive compliment.
I love that.
That's a
Thank
really
you.
good takeaway. I always, when we're speaking to other women on our kitchen table talks, I'm like, I always point out there's a lot of takeaways, but that is a juicy takeaway. Like, look in the mirror, tell yourself you look beautiful today. And if you really can't muster up that confidence, say, wow, that dress looks amazing on me. That color is beautiful. Yeah, that's important. You've got to speak it into existence and feel good.
Yes.
I love that.
I love that too. You're going to help me out a lot in my mornings now. I'm going to think of you.
Yeah.
John Green says he loves the orchia. How do I say it?
I always say that.
Orchietti?
With broccoli rabe and spicy sausage. It's
Yes.
his favorite. He makes it amazing with a white wine sauce. And
Did Donna Turcotte take one of my questions? Yes, she did.
Donna Turcotte.
Yeah.
You guys are spirit animals.
We are.
Hold on. I'm going to circle
She's
back.
gotta
We'll
focus.
get back to the style, stuff, because it's all about style, really.
It
But I was going to say, I love every time I check in on your, which I was following you through the Dune page. I didn't realize I wasn't following you through my personal page. So I just did that last night, which is great because now you pop up more.
Yes, more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I notice every time I see you, you are wearing your Dune jewelry Voyager tag.
I'm obsessed. I
What
get
is
asked
the
that all the time.
story?
This is my favorite.
I mean, you have it on all the time.
I don't take it off.
I love it.
Literally never take it off. I feel like it I don't know. It goes with everything. I'm a very big gold jewelry person, and I love to layer necklaces, but I'll leave these two I'll take off, but I always leave this on, and I always pair it with, it just goes with everything that I wear. And it means so much to me, like the sand in it, and that it's Italy. It just, I don't know. The second that I got it, it was like, I just can't take it off. It's so important. It's just something that
Oh my God.
instantly became like the piece that I need to have on all the time.
And I'm assuming it came from an amazing Italian vacation that you might have taken.
It did. That was exactly the motivation. And it's so sad. My family goes every summer. So we visit family that still lives there in the south of Italy. We kind of go around. And we always pick, to make it a vacation, we always try to pick like one place to go that we haven't been. So Ischia or Capri, or different little kind of more beachy places. So that's I don't know, this is like a couple of years maybe now that I've had it, and whenever it first came out, and that was the sand that I wanted to put in it, because it just reminds me of that part of my family. Like throughout the year wearing it, I think of it. And like now I have to say, because I can't go this summer, it's even more just like, like it just feels nice to have that close by. It's like it's always with you. I always tell everyone that too. They're always amazed that there's sand in it when I explain the story of your jewelry and how it works. And they're like, what do you mean there's sand? How did they get all the sand? That's like the biggest question I get asked is, how do they have the sand from so many places?
Well,
we have over 4,500 sands and elements now in the sand bank.
Wow.
Crazy.
That's incredible. I don't think there's ever been any sand that you don't have. I mean, it's
right.
So I always play Stump the Sand Artist, where I'm like, throw out a crazy exotic location. I bet I got it. And if you stump me, I don't know what prize you win, but you get a one up. Next time you do get the opportunity to go to Italy, because it might not be this year, but you're definitely going to go back. Collect some sand from whatever new place you go. That little bit of sand, I guarantee you, a cup of sand makes over 1,000 pieces. So people like you travel everywhere, send us a big, huge bag of sand from their vacation. Guess what? There's more than enough to add to our sand bank.
I'm doing that
to go around.
Yeah.
Oh my
sand
God.
collector, girl.
I love it. I'm doing it. I can't wait.
Donna Turcotte says she's sorry that she took your question.
Oh, don't be sorry, Donna.
I'm sure
She's probably like, yeah.
So, all right. And the question is, and it's a pretty broad question, so feel free to rein it in however you see fit. But what is your style philosophy?
Oh, it's changed over the years. I think I don't ever relate anything to age. To me, that's my number one thing, is to find things that I really like and not wear it because it's what's like trending or it's age appropriate or because, someone else said this is what you have to wear. I think my biggest philosophy is finding what you feel the best in and wearing that, even if it feels like it's on repeat. I know a lot of the times, like even when I look at my pictures that I post, I'm like, oh my God, I wore those jeans like 10 times in the last 2 weeks. But if you feel good in them and you like them and that's how you want to dress,
Absolutely.
don't feel bad about it. Like, don't guilt yourself into wearing something that is, the thing that your best friend wears. That's what she wears. And, I have friends that dress completely different from me and I admire their style. And I'm like, oh, I would love to like try that. But certain things just don't work for me the way they work for other people. So mine has always been stick to what you feel good in, add in new pieces as you go, and don't be afraid to change your style if you want to. Just because you always wore, a certain style skirt, but suddenly it's not feeling the same on you anymore, don't wear it anymore. It doesn't feel good. Take it out of your closet, throw it out, and start new. So it's always evolving. I think
true.
You don't have to get stuck in this rut of like, oh, I've always worn these, so I'm still going to, it's just like, change with it if you want to, or don't if you don't want to. Find like your true you is the best thing I could say.
Find your true you.
I love that.
I like it. If it were up to me, I'd be wearing blazers every day. That would be my
See?
true me.
So now just find like 5 different ways to style.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm good.
And you're
I'll
good
be
to go.
I'm all about my Doc Martens, even in the
See,
summer.
like, but that's what it is. Like, if when you put those on, you're like, I love it. These feel good. So like, do it. Wear them and dress them up or add a ton of accessories to make it look really cool. I mean, I feel like there's so many different things you can do with really basic things that you love. Like there's certain shoes that I just always go to. So I'll wear those I have a really dressy pair of shoes that I got for a wedding that I was going to be in. They were like this lace. They're kind of like this nude color. They have crystals on them. I'm like, when am I wearing these shoes again? They're for a wedding. I'm never wearing them again. And I'm like, no, I really love them. Every time I put them on, I love the way they look. So I started wearing them with jeans. I actually put them on one time with a pair of like really baggy shorts and a t-shirt, totally dressed them down. If you love the
That's
shoes or you
cool.
like the blazer, wear it.
Very cool.
Love it.
I like that. Those shoes sound amazing.
I know,
You're gonna
I
have to
wanna
post those later.
Yeah, I will.
Do you have, to follow up on your style philosophy, a number one no or a number one yes please?
Like a fashion rule?
Yes.
Like a fashion rule.
I mean, for myself, I have a few no's, like that's a no. But I don't like to box anybody in because I feel like there's so many different things that you can look good in. And so I wouldn't say there's a no. I think if you're talking about trends or certain styles that are like up and coming, you can fall into like, okay, that's enough with the graphic tees. Like that's not as in it, like whatever. It could be something that's not necessarily like on trend right now. Where I maybe stay away from it a little bit just because I feel like it's dating my style. Like I've noticed that. I think as I've gotten older and I never really think about age, but every once in a while I'll be like, ooh, you definitely wore that in high school. Maybe don't do that.
But now
So,
the 90s are back.
I know
We're good.
literally. But yeah, so for me it's not a definite no, but it could be if you feel like it's not something you like as much or is kind of out of date, maybe get it out of your closet.
So I would say your number one yes rule is trust your instincts.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is perfectly said, because I was just thinking about what my yes was, but that is it. Most people have good instincts, you just don't tap into them.
Right. You get swayed by media and what you see.
Yeah.
But if you just leave it to yourself, you're going to be in better shape.
Right.
So what about, do you have a favorite place to shop for steals and a favorite place to shop for splurges?
Yes. So I love like Topshop and Zara. They're like my two go-tos, I'd say, for, kind of streetwear, affordable. You can find a lot of trendier pieces that way. I do shop online, actually more now because of all this quarantine. I'm a touch and feel kind of person, but I've been kind of relegated to the online shopping. So I like, it's so hard. I've been trying to find more quality but affordable, and that's like the biggest challenge. So I'm still kind of looking for those sites. I do shop on oh my gosh, I'm gonna like go blank right. Shopbop. I love Shopbop for like more designer. They have designer stuff, but that you don't see everywhere. So they're not like
that.
they'll have names that are not like they're more quality, higher end brands, but they're not necessarily like major ones that are out in the market right now. I do a lot of department store shopping too for kind of higher end. I am a little bit. I love shoes, and so I tend to splurge on shoes the most. Not necessarily on shoes and handbags, but I love Christian Louboutin shoes. They're just like my favorite, I guess, because I'm short and they make really high heels.
Yeah,
so
they do.
I love wearing their heels, and so that's like my one big designer splurge, or probably shoes, where I'll spend money. But then I'll still buy a really affordable $20 pair of shoes too. So don't get caught up in the designer thing is good, but let me say, there was a Jimmy Choo pair of shoes that I saw on an influencer like 3 years ago, and I was like, oh, these are the shoes, I need these shoes, everybody's wearing these shoes. I got them that season. I wore them. I wore them enough. They're just sitting in my closet like 3 years later. And I'm like, they're too much. They were too much of like a influencer shoe that I don't even want to wear them anymore. So
right. They became like too trendy after that, right?
Yes. Yeah. Which is weird.
Have you ever heard of a website? I just heard of it. It's called 6pm.com.
Yes, they have like everything.
It's very It's we lost you. It's odd because it's just a mishmash of stuff, but once in a while you're like,
you find stuff.
Big time.
Yes.
It's like a virtual TJ Maxx, right?
Yes,
like
it is.
You have to like
reminds
sift
me
through
of like Blue Fly a little bit. Do you remember?
Oh, okay. I really haven't tried. I've heard of it, but I can't see a visual.
Yeah, because they have like
too many
they have like
websites.
everything, like from really affordable brands to super high. Sometimes like 6pm.com, they'll have like designers that you're just like, what?
Like big time designers. So like you'll have like things that are like $9.99.
Yes.
And then they have like a designer, like a high end designer. I wish I could think of one right now, but
Dior.
And
no, they have like Gucci or something.
Yeah, like Gucci and you're like, holy crap. So it ranges from like $4.99 to like $1,000, right?
Yes.
But it's really good, like closeout deals on some stuff that could be staples in your wardrobe. But you got to keep checking back.
That's the thing. You have to, it's like when you go into the store, you got to keep circling. You got to like keep going through.
Yep, 6pm.com.
If I don't do any other work today, blame
Shopbop and 6pm. That's so funny. Oh, Donna's saying, what about Poshmark? How do you feel about Poshmark? Do you use it?
I use Poshmark. I use it a lot. I've sold a lot of stuff on it. I haven't bought anything on it, but I have friends that buy stuff all the time. I think it's amazing. Yeah, I've sold a lot of stuff on there, and it's good. If you have a closet, like if you want to clean out your closet, but you really feel bad getting rid of stuff, it's the way to go.
I love that.
So just another time, how can people find you on Poshmark and anywhere else?
Yes. So Poshmark is also my name. I tried to be consistent across the board. It's Dawn Del Russo. That's it on Poshmark. I have a lot of stuff listed on there.
All right. So for all you ladies that are 5'1", and size 2-ish.
Yeah, right around there.
Yeah. For all you teeny tiny girls, get on Poshmark. Check out Dawn Del Russo. But
Actually,
no,
I put some stuff, occasionally I put some of like my sister, she's a different size than I am. So sometimes I'll list some of her stuff too. So there's a little mix on there.
oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see. Posh. Oh, someone said, oh, Carol Imperiali wants to know, can we wear white after Labor Day? Is that an old rule? She's in Florida, so she feels like she can wear white all year long.
Yes. Wear it all the time. I love it all the time. I actually really love white jeans with a white sweater and then like brown boots and a brown belt. It looks so good together.
I like that.
And like, even if you have like a little sweater to go over it that's brown, you kind of mix up the white with the brown. It's such a good fall look. I love it. Do it.
Yeah, I like that.
I also really enjoy, like, my ski outfit is all white.
Yes. Oh, I'm so into that. I love
Yes. I went last year, so it was an all white, and then I had like bubblegum pink lipstick.
I need to see that. That's like my whole, I love that.
That's a look.
Perfect.
I love it.
And one of my questions is, so I love having fun with lipstick. Obviously, now that we're wearing masks, it's like,
I know.
I actually had lipstick on today, and by the time I got to Holly's house, it was all on the backside.
I know.
Yeah.
It's driving me crazy.
So,
got to play up the eyes.
Exactly.
right?
Do you have any ways to style up the eyes or style with the mask? Like, what are your like new quarantine
say-
tips and tricks?
Your COVID style.
Yeah. I definitely think your eyebrows are going to be more important because attention's going to go right there. I love really cute hair accessories. Like, I have one right here. It's like a headband. And I love this, like, because you're gonna, like, even the, like, scrunchies, I can't believe scrunchies are back. Like, it feels so weird.
Oh, they're back.
I feel so weird, like, even suggesting it, because it was, like, don't talk about them a couple years ago. Anyway, I like them. I have them sitting here. So I love, like, really good hair accessories. Plus, it takes you away from having to style your hair if you put a headband in or you put a cute little ponytail. Earrings, jewelry are going to be like your best friend if they weren't before, because that's what you're going to really see. Right before the quarantine happened, I think it was like February, I always wanted like my third hole pierced, and I finally got it. And I've just been having so much fun, like playing with earrings. Like, that just, I love it.
Ooh,
So I
that
think
is
jewelry
fun.
is going to be your best. I'm not just saying it. I think that's kind of the best way to play up.
And if any of you guys are
Dune Jewelry.
DuneJewelry.com has some pretty good jewelry.
Exactly. Yeah, you know what I've been seeing? Maybe you probably already saw this too. Is on the masks, like the chains, like sunglass chains, but on like the face mask.
Yes.
I haven't gotten one yet, but I keep
But
seeing.
it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it too. I mean,
Yeah.
like it as much as you can like it.
I know.
Right?
I'm
Yeah.
like, I kind of been avoiding doing anything extra because I'm just like, no.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
not getting my
Go
attention.
away. Exactly.
But-
I know. It's so true. I know in the summertime, I see you on your stories drinking rosé.
Yes.
I love rosé. We love rosé. So do you have an absolute favorite brand?
I do. Miraval. It's
Miraval
Yes.
over Whispering Angel?
You know, I like Whispering Angel. You know what I did with Whispering Angel last week? I did the frosé, but I did it with watermelon. So good.
Oh my gosh.
So
that
I
sounds
froze
so
chunks
good.
of watermelon. They
My
were
own
frozen, so I didn't even have to put ice, so it didn't water it down. I froze the watermelon.
Full of fat.
Yeah, exactly. I froze the watermelon, put it in a blender, put the rosé in. You can add like vodka or something extra if you really want, you know, a kick. But it came out so good because there was no ice to like make it watered down, so it just tasted amazing. It's the perfect summer.
That sounds so good.
I could
And
give
you're
you a
hydrating while
recipe.
you're dehydrating. I mean,
Right.
it's balancing each other out. I like
Exactly.
that.
So I have a frosé tray where I freeze the rosé
Oh no.
and then add all
really?
the other stuff to the blender. So the rosé is the ice.
So it's all
Ah.
like all slushy, like everything's I need to try that.
And since you're a lover of the Italian way of life, limoncello, add that.
Oh my God, that sounds so good.
Oh my God, that is such a good idea.
Yeah,
I'm doing that this weekend. I'm tagging you and I'm doing it this weekend.
Please do. Please do. I want to know how you go.
I love it.
I always
I love
forget about limoncello, and I love it. I need to
Mhm.
keep
That's
that
so
in the
good.
house.
That's a good one.
All right, so Miraval is the rosé of
Miraval.
choice.
Yeah.
I like that. I have a question I always ask our guests. Who is your celebrity crush?
Oh. Oh my God, I don't know. You know, like I haven't, oh, that's such a hard one.
It's funny, right? Because you, like, back when you're younger, you've got all these celebrity crushes and you're like
that's the problem.
But as you get older, you just don't, I think, you just don't.
I don't know what happens. Where's that like fantasy go? It's just like,
I don't know.
Serious or something?
Bradley Cooper is one of mine.
Mine was
Bradley Cooper.
Yes.
Is good.
He's definitely on the top of the list. Leonardo DiCaprio was always mine forever. He was mine.
I love that.
I'll never let go.
You'll never let go of Leo? You loved him too?
Oh yeah.
Wow, I was never, okay. All right.
Especially in Romeo and Juliet.
Best movie ever. That was like he was in his prime.
Mm-hmm.
That was like prime Leo.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Marvin's Room, which is nobody's ever seen, but it's such a good movie. It makes me cry.
Yes,
and
but
bawl
that's
my
like
eyes
if you're
out.
a fan, you know.
Oh yeah, Marvin's Room.
That's so good.
I'm going to look on Instagram, see if there's any questions there.
Love it.
And I'll let you guys chat while I look. And then
I'll lean forward with you.
I know. Oh, you're leaning forward.
I know. I feel like
We're getting closer.
neglecting Instagram over here.
Tons of waves and hearts, and I love that. I just want to make sure we didn't miss any fashion stylist questions.
While Holly's looking, so the 90s are back right now. Do you have a prediction of what decade's next?
Ooh.
Will it be the early 2000s, or are we going to go back to like the 60s or something?
I mean, I feel like it's floating into the 2000s. Like that seems to be where it's all going, which is so strange to me because like juicy jumpsuits, you know, and like
Tell me that low rise isn't coming back.
I can't do it.
Please God, tell me.
That for some, you know it, and I know it. I know it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, and I'm gonna be like, I can't. That was the worst.
No, it's
the low rise, and like you couldn't even squat down your whole. Oh God.
Yeah, plumber's crack when you squat down.
Like, who wanted that? Why did we do that?
Right?
The the low rise and bell bottom style.
Oh my God.
Okay.
My legs are
that's like
too
the
short.
best way to shorten your leg.
Yeah, it's like
you want really short looking legs, low rise bell bottom.
Like that's
You're
the
good.
worst. I hope not. They'll have to reinvent that style if they do. Make it.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm holding my breath for the jeans under the skirt.
Oh
look.
my God.
Remember that?
Oh, please, please. That might be where when we talked about a no, that might be a solid.
That might be the no. There it is. There's the no. What do we have any other questions for Dawn?
She answered a lot. Oh, but I thought of another one while we were talking. So if we're talking high-end fashion houses, Versace, Gucci, Dior, Chanel, is there like a number one for you where you're like, if I could just live in those? All right, what is it?
Gucci is always and will forever be my favorite. They've kind of changed, their creative direction has changed over the years, but I still love it. I just love it. I don't know. It's something about their style has just always been a favorite of mine. And Chloe is another one that I really like too.
God, I love Chloe.
So good. They're drastically different. Like they're two different spectrums, but I think that they like exemplify my style because I go from like that Gucci crazy color, fun style to like a very classic pastels, neutrals, simple Chloe style. So kind of blends the two of my styles together.
I splurged on a pair of Chloe boots between like credit cards and gift cards, and I returned one of my husband's birthday gifts to me, and traded in for this pair of Chloe boots. And still every single time I wear them, someone's like, oh my God. Your boots.
Yeah.
Are those the black ones?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. They are awesome.
When you find a good pair of boots though,
Oh,
it's like I have a pair of boots that I think I resold twice already because I love them so much. And I'm like, when's it gonna be enough? Like, when are you gonna say to yourself, they're done, you can't wear them anymore? I don't know. I love them too much to do that.
that's a really good point though, Dawn. I think these days, people are into such kind of fast fashion, but yeah, go get your shoes resold.
Like
Go like hold on to them.
Yeah. Like when you find a good designer pair of something, I think obviously take care of it as best as you can. But when it's a good piece, when you year after year after year, forgetting trends, forgetting everything, they still look amazing and you get compliments on them. I think that's like
So
the
true.
ultimate best purchase.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely. Linda Burke said there's so much fun information today. She's excited. So.
Oh, love it. I'm so excited.
And what's your sign?
I'm a Taurus. I'm actually on the cusp though. I'm the last day of Taurus. But I fit all of the qualities of Taurus and not really Gemini at all. I'm very big into that. I love it. Actually,
we're zodiac opposites. I could tell we were jiving. Yeah, I'm a
Nice.
Scorpio.
What are you? You're
Scorpio, yeah.
Yes. Yes, I know. That's why it makes sense.
All of my girlfriends, and like I don't have a ton, but from childhood, all my girlfriends are Tauruses. All of them.
Oh wow. Isn't that funny how it happens? How it just lines up the right way.
Yeah.
I love it. I think it's so fascinating, all of that, to read it and see it and like understand parts of it that are, you.
Absolutely.
When
It's
it
just
really
fun
resonates.
to think about.
When it resonates with you, you're
do
like,
you guys
oh,
do any
crap.
jewelry with astrology or no? Not really.
Very soon. It's
Really?
happening. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God,
Nothing.
I'm excited because I love that. And I have one necklace that has just like the Taurus, the bull on it. But it was like a fun piece. It wasn't like any type of like quality jewelry.
Yeah.
And I always say, I'm like, I really want to get something that's just like, because that's another thing, like how this would be. I
have
feel
to
like.
gold plate it for her.
Absolutely.
But we have a sterling version coming out, but we'll gold plate it and vermeil for you, like nice thick vermeil.
Oh my
so
God.
it's gold, and
That's-
I think you'll love it.
That's so exciting.
Yeah. I'm excited for that one.
I know the other day,
too.
what? I was watching your live the other day and you were talking about the sun. I think it was the sun, the like
Yes.
sun.
Mhm.
Those are new too, right?
They're new and they're awesome.
I thought those were so cute. I think because I was watching and I think you said about sharing it with like your friend or something, like you were gonna get because I was thinking about that with my sister. Me and my sister are so close.
I love that. We should get you these in but maybe we like with it Italy sand. Sorry, they're just a little
Italy sand.
get some sort of sand from maybe Positano.
But they're so pretty. They're so different.
They're
like
so unique. I feel like it's a conversation piece. You've got the bottom half here and the top half here.
That's what I liked when I saw it. I said, that is so cute that you did that, because then two people could wear it together. Oh,
yeah.
And it's
cool.
I like that it's like you have more delicate pieces, because not everybody does like the delicate stuff, and I feel like that's like I tend to like even the bracelet I have on too. I tend to wear.
You know what?
What?
You should get.
Wait a minute. Stop! I didn't even know you had anklets.
You need to stack up the anklets for sure.
Oh yeah, I have not taken this one off since I put it on.
You're like
sneakers,
me.
heels, flip flops, everything.
Because it probably
Right?
looks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God! Yes, that's so good. I love it. You guys.
I
have
love my anklet.
The best. The best.
All right, I'm checking Facebook one more time for questions, and then we will wrap up. But you need to come on again because this is too fun.
Love
Yes.
to. It's so, you guys are so much fun. It's like,
Oh,
my kind
you're
of
fun.
people. Cool.
One more time, how can everybody find you?
Yes. So Instagram is the best, at Dawn Del Russo on Instagram. Facebook is the same. And my blog is livetheglamour.com. I have a YouTube channel too. I didn't even mention that. That I post a lot of outfits and my cooking videos on. So
I love
if
that.
you feel like
I'm gonna
watching those
check
kind
that
of
out.
videos, they're there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm getting super into that with my daughters because my Alexa, my older daughter, is starting to want to cook.
How old is
So
she?
we've been watching. She's 8.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, she's the cutest.
It's so fun, you
Um,
know, like to get them into that. I have a niece and she's almost 2, and like she's fascinated by it. Even if you just give her bowls with like a spoon, they don't, you know, like we
Yep.
put dry pasta in a bowl, like penne pasta, and she thinks like she's cooking the whole meal. It's the cutest thing ever. I love it.
I love that.
So it's
Yeah.
fun. So nice.
So, so I think that's it for questions, but we are so grateful that you took the time to chat with us today.
Oh,
And
thank you.
I know we're going to get, so oftentimes our Dune family kind of watches in the later afternoon or when they get home from work. So there may be some fun questions popping up and we'll make sure to channel them your way.
Yeah, send them my way. I love answering questions.
Perfect.
Thank you so much
Dawn,
for joining
thank you
us.
Thank you guys so much.
We'll talk
Yeah.
to you soon.
It's
Yes.
awesome. Bye.
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 I love